Hey YouTube, how y'all doing? It's me, Captain Horror again, with another tier list video. However, I'm doing something a little bit different with a friend of mine. Um, we are going to be ranking the Undertaker's WrestleMania matches, and I have my good friend Matt Dabs 187. What's up, Matt?
It was poppin', Mr. Captain Horror and his YouTube channel. How we all doing? I was the one that made the suggestion, and
Yes.
we're finally, after 2 weeks of planning this out or something along those lines, we're finally getting it done.
Yeah, because for those who don't know, I am a big wrestling fan, a mark as what you could say. Matt loves the tier list videos. He was like, "Hey man, can we do one with about Undertaker's WrestleMania?" I'm like, "Dude, yes, I am down for that. We'll do it." And hopefully we'll do some other, some other wrestling related tier list rankings. As I'm thoroughly going to enjoy this.
I was about to say, if you guys in the comment section have any suggestions, leave them down. We'll take a look through them.
Yeah, we'll take a look. We'll decide. It could be you know, like finishers. Who has the best finisher, or that kind of thing. Um,
Ooh.
or you know what? Another thing we can also do too is this is an idea. Um, we can go back and look at what was ranked the best match of the year.
Ooh, and put all those into it.
Yeah,
Oh.
that would be a big video. And I mean, we're talking matches about maybe like when they started like integrating like the Slammy Awards or something. So we wouldn't have to go too far back. But
Yeah.
nonetheless, something. I know some people come up with some good ideas.
Oh, absolutely.
So let's go ahead and start it off first with the first ever Undertaker WrestleMania match that started the streak. WrestleMania 7 against Jimmy Superfly Snuka.
Now, before we get too far into this, I do want to point out something to you guys. I actually did a decent amount of the research, so that way Mr. Captain Horror wouldn't have to worry about doing that. But ooh, Snuka Taker. I'm gonna be straight up. It was a bona fide squash match.
Oh
Like the
yeah.
match only lasted like 5 minutes. It was about an hour into the card, and I mean, it wasn't anything too special. It was just like it could have been like more of like Raw for the time, or
Mm-hmm.
even a SmackDown taping. But the match was good. Like it really signified what Undertaker could do on the Mania stage. But it's not like to the point where like, oh, I can consider this one of the greatest matches he's ever had on the grandest stage. So, with all that being said, I personally want to put this in okay. I wouldn't say it's necessarily bad,
No,
but
I was on agreement with you about putting it in okay because
yeah,
I was going to reiterate back on what you were saying. This is the thing. It feels odd. It's like Snuka versus Taker, but it's like, but look at this. At this point, Snuka was there to put Undertaker over because Snuka had already been in the business for quite a while. And
not to mention this was right before he actually made the transition over to Eastern Championship Wrestling,
right.
or as what we all know now as Extreme Championship Wrestling. So yeah, I think okay would be a pretty good spot for this match.
And also Taker was at that point um, where Vince McMahon booked him of being the big guy who squashed jobbers, but Snuka was also meant to be seen as a legitimate competitor. But
Hmm.
but that's what I'm saying. Like at that point when Undertaker was in the business, he was just squashing jobbers.
Oh yeah,
That it was to put him over, and then it's like, oh, we put him against Snuka, who's been in the business for a while, and Taker just squashed him in this match. But
yeah,
it was to set the
yeah,
tone. It was to help get Taker over, basically. But
yeah.
like I said, it was a team match. Nothing too special. Um, the crowd was into it like at the beginning, but it died off pretty quick.
Yeah, it
So
really did.
5 minutes. It didn't need to go longer than 5 minutes. So yeah, I'm in agreement. I mean, it did start the streak, so we'll just put in okay.
Hmm.
Okay. And next one, you and I kind of talked about this a little bit briefly, but Jake the Snake Roberts. This was
Oh,
WrestleMania. What was it? Eight
eight.
or eight? Yeah, it was eight.
Yeah. So okay, I'm just going off of what I know. This was one of the matches, obviously before Mania 8. Jake the Snake and Undertaker were actually in an alliance together against Macho Man Randy Savage back after SummerSlam 91, aka the match made in heaven. They decided to crash the party. And then I think at the Rumble in 92, I want to say, Jake was trying to attack Macho Man backstage with the steel chair. And
And
that's when
Taker
Undertaker
interfered.
really got. Yep, then he was classified then as a babyface. Now I did time some of these matches. This match right here lasted almost 7 minutes.
Okay.
But let's be real here. Jake at this point in his career, like the abuse of the drugs and the alcohol that he was consuming at that time was really showing, and it was kind of sad.
Well, that's right. That's what I pointed
However,
out too. I said in this match, like you can tell Jake was really gassed. Like,
right,
like he,
but
yeah, it was showing.
not to mention, this match also was booked within the first 30 minutes of that Mania card.
Oh
So
well.
that does sting a little bit. However, because of the fact that they already had a story building and because of it, the match lasted just a little bit longer, I want to push it for good, but I won't like disagree with you if you want to put it into okay.
You know what? I was going to tell you. I was actually thinking about putting this into good.
Mm-hmm.
Had it ran for way longer than it did, it would have been an okay to me. Here's what I liked about it. There was a solid story going into this one because
Mm-hmm.
you know it was like an unusual feud, but it was intriguing because it's like, wait, well, Undertaker went babyface, on Jake. But I was like, well, Jake is the like one of the best like heels in the business.
Oh yeah.
And here's another thing too that you might want to take into consideration.
Mm-hmm.
Jake Roberts DDT at the time was one of the most protected finishers in wrestling.
Mm-hmm.
So to see Taker do his trademark sit up, not to
After
one,
two of them,
but to
two of
two,
them. Oh yeah.
and the crowd popping for it, dude, that's what gives it a good factor for me.
Yeah. I'm
Crowd was
perfectly all.
into it. Taker did. He was great in this match. Jake, like I said, starting to get a little gas, but he still did a good performance.
Mm-hmm.
I would put it in good.
Oh yeah. 100%.
Also, the fact that Jake not going for a pin after hitting the DDT, that was pretty weird.
Right. Also, for those of you in the YouTube comments, if you want to comment down what you would put in each category, let us know down below. See if we agree with you or not.
I agree. And if anything you disagree with, just let us know.
Absolutely.
Okay, next one, WrestleMania. This is 9.
WrestleMania 9, yes.
I forget because Undertaker didn't wrestle in WrestleMania 10. It is
Yep.
Giant Gonzalez. Well,
Greatest of all time. No, I'm just
yeah, I
no,
agree. I'm just kidding.
no, no. So there was a little bit of story built into this back
Very
at the
little.
Royal Rumble that same year.
Very,
They did actually go on to have a better match at SummerSlam. Granted, it wasn't that much better, but that's besides the point. No, this is easily the worst match Undertaker has ever had in his WrestleMania streak. This is automatically going into bad.
not even just WrestleMania, his entire career.
Oh yeah, 100%. And
Right
it's
behind
the
Goldberg
only
at
match.
Crown Jewel.
Man,
Shots fired.
sorry, Goldberg. Not sorry. I mean, anyways.
No,
No,
they had them two had no business going in that ring together. Goldberg couldn't carry
no.
Taker. Taker couldn't carry Goldberg. It was doomed from the start.
And fun fact for those of you that don't know, this is the only match in the streak's history that ended on a DQ. Fucking
Yes.
chloroform. Am I right? Hold on a
You
second.
know, you know what? You're good. what I was gonna say is Taker did his absolute best trying to make Gonzalez look good.
It's
But
just you
dude,
have a wrestler that can move.
Gonzalez is just not made to be a wrestler. He's clunky. I mean, like I don't know. He moves like a tree. Um,
Yep.
whether you
Yeah.
like the
No.
ridiculousness of it, dude, I don't care. This thing is so bad. Like, I guess you could say for the environment, because it was at Caesar's Palace, it did have a WrestleMania feel, but
Yeah, but even then, like
it didn't need to be co-main event.
it should have. Like honestly, in my opinion, Tatanka versus Shawn Michaels should have been co-main event for the IC title of that pay per view.
Yeah.
Regardless, if the arena had something to do with the vibe or not, no, this match could not save that. Shut that shit in the bad.
Yeah, this match sucked, and it's
I
not
wanted,
Taker's fault. It's Gonzalez. That's it.
yeah, and I honestly wanted to bleach my eyes out after rewatching this match. It's like, good God, do I really have to put myself through this again?
Jeez.
But,
Next we
anyways,
have
let's move.
yeah
Yes,
WrestleMania
WrestleMania 11.
King Kong Bundy. Um.
Oh, it's
So
not much better than Gonzalez, if
no.
you want me to be honest.
Well, what I was gonna say was Taker missed the previous WrestleMania because he was hurt.
Yes.
Um, but I can't remember why they decided to put him against Bundy. That's the thing I can't remember.
This was the point of the Undertaker's career where he was dealing with the whole Ted DiBiase thing. Because if you
Oh, the
remember,
urn.
obviously, yes,
The urn. That's right.
yes. Now, before we get into the earn thing, DiBiase back in like the summer of '94 brought back a fake Undertaker, which is why we got the two Takers at the main event of SummerSlam in '94.
All right.
That's
Yep.
what really
Yep.
catapulted the whole thing. But I don't know, man. It's this match right here is not much better than Gonzalez. But if you want me to be honest, this was past Bundy's like good points in his career.
Hmm.
I want to also put this in bad.
I mean, I feel like it's. Here's my hard. This is the hard part. I feel like it's somewhere in the between the okay and the bad part. Um, but the reason why, and this is where I'm in agreement with you, why I will put this in bad is because there are other matches later on that do fit in the okay category and not the bad category.
You know what? I'll agree with you on that one there.
So we can go ahead and put Undertaker versus King Kong Bundy in bad,
All right.
but better than Gonzalez. So I'm actually going to put this ahead of Gonzalez. Let's do
Yeah, because
this.
anything.
Let's do this. Once we start
Mm,
putting stuff in, we'll put it. Is it better? If it's in the same category as other matches, is it going to be better or worse than the other one? That way,
I'm all down for that.
that way it's a definitive list going from left to right.
You know what? I'm all down for that.
Nice. Next up, Undertaker versus Diesel, WrestleMania 12.
Ooh, I watched this match back, and I will say this is the first match that Undertaker had at Mania that lasted more than 10 minutes, and I actually was satisfied with watching that match because you got two near 7 foot guys going at it in the ring, and they obviously had a good story building up into this. The beginning of
Yes.
the match was a bit questionable, but it really picked up in the end, and I feel like both competitors
Are you talking about the
kind of
tombstone at
had
the end?
uh, the tombstone, but everything else leading up to the tombstone.
I'm saying that tombstone at the end was. Ugh.
Yeah, it looked disgusting.
Yeah, yeah.
Now, you, you can step in and disagree with me on this one, but I feel Taker versus Diesel belongs in great.
Really?
Yes, because here's the thing: going into this match, Diesel didn't really seem all that shaken up, but once the match actually happened, he's like, "Oh shit, what do I got to do to put this guy down?" And the fact that Diesel also hit two jackknives on Taker, and obviously Taker did his whole sit-up thing,
Right.
but it was his best streak match up to this point, and it was pretty deep into the card too. So for those reasons, that's why I would personally put it in great. But
I
I'll let
was
you have your.
I was leaning towards the more it's good, because it did tell a great story,
Mm-hmm.
showing Taker's resilience against Diesel. Um,
Mm-hmm.
there's some few things like I have minor gripes about it. If I remember, what was it? Was it Vince McMahon was like, oh, it's Big Daddy Cool every what 5 seconds?
Not just Big Daddy Cool, but also Big D.
Yeah,
Like,
like Vince is
again,
so fucking annoying during commentator, and then I'm like, isn't Diesel supposed to be the bad guy? Like, why are you like, oh man, like that's my only gripe about it. But I'm just saying, like overall, the story, the atmosphere, Taker's performance, Diesel's performance, it was all okay. So I'm like, it's good. Um, but that's what I was saying. I feel like there are matches later on that were better than the ones against Diesel. That's why I was like, I don't want to put it in the great category.
well, I mean, we'll chuck it into good. Now, do we think that this match was better than Jake?
It is absolutely better than Jake's.
All right, then we'll put it into good.
Okay. Next one, Psycho Sid, and this was WrestleMania.
13.
Was it 13? Okay, 13.
Yeah. Oh, um, the match was good. Don't get me wrong, but I feel like the match itself wasn't the focal point. It was the focal point was really about Bret Hart not getting his opportunity at the Gold. So that kind of plays a big factor into it.
Didn't he hit him with a?
Um,
Didn't Brett hit him with a chair?
at one point, yes, he did. No, I for his first main event match, and it was for the world title. Like, yeah, the crowd really popped once Taker actually, got the 3 count. But like, I don't know, man. I
Also,
didn't really. Go ahead.
this doesn't have anything to do with the match overall. But dude, that long ass intro from Shawn Michaels to do commentary,
Yep.
unnecessary,
Yeah.
unnecessary.
Yeah. I'll agree with you on that one. I'm gonna say this. I want to put this match in okay,
I'm okay with that.
but I'm gonna say it's miles better than what Taker had with Jake. So if we want to chuck it into okay, by all means.
Would we say it's better than Jimmy Snuka or worse than Jimmy Snuka?
It was miles better in my opinion because this is one of the matches that lasted like nearly 20 minutes. The crowd was kind of into it, but they really. Uh,
I was gonna say the Snuka is probably better because it lasted longer, or didn't last as long.
yeah, yeah, we'll put it behind Snooker for the time
plus,
being.
plus, it's the start of the streak.
Yeah, yeah, we'll chuck it into okay behind Snooker.
Okay, next, Undertaker versus Kane at WrestleMania 14. So, mind you,
Oh,
this is Kane off of that amazing debut from Hell in a Cell. So,
mm.
Kane's build up for this was fucking awesome.
Oh yeah, absolutely. The whole build up for Kane, yeah,
Here's my thing, this build up was fantastic, but Kane and Undertaker didn't really put on a good match together for this, man. It was slow.
yeah, but I feel like that's what they were going for. Like they were trying to see like who is the better brother. You know what I mean?
Right.
So,
I
in
mean,
that regard,
but here's the thing. Hold on. There were some good fucking moments though. Kane kicking out of the fucking tombstone
twice,
twice,
not once.
twice. Dude, you know the crowd was into that shit.
Let's not forget when Taker was trying to do his signature over the top rope clothesline. Kane stepped out of the way and was like, "Yeah, no, you're going through the table today."
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that part also happened in the match.
Now here's
And
where
then
I'm
just
mad on. Here's where I'm mad on it because of
okay.
their overall performance. I wasn't like really into it. I felt like they could have done so much more.
Mm,
This is a good. I would put this in good. This is a good match. Like you could go back, watch it, still enjoy it. But
hmm
it's better than Diesel. It's a top good.
You
Like
know what?
if they had
I'm
done a
okay
few
with it.
things more, I would have put it in great.
All right, I'm in agreement with it. Let's put it in good.
And on top of that, the after match, the beatdown that happened, that killed that vibe.
Yeah, no, it definitely did.
So yeah. So
Oh no.
oh god.
Oh no. No. I watched this match earlier and I wanted to visibly puke.
WrestleMania 15, Big Boss Man. Um,
Oh God.
this didn't need to happen.
Uh, um, Judging off of my reactions now, this is another bad one, but it is barely better than Gonzalez.
Yeah.
Barely better. But I will say, at the end, after the match, it dignified what the Ministry of Darkness were going for.
We talking about where they
One
hung the
of
Big
the
Boss Man?
huh?
That didn't need to happen though. I'm like, y'all going for this shock factor? I'm like, yo, don't do that.
Uh, and yet another Taker Mania match that was also the co-main event for this pay-per-view.
Oh,
Yeah, this happened before Rock and Austin.
mm. You know what?
So yeah.
The story build up for this, I didn't fucking care for it.
Mm,
I feel like it was overall sloppy. The finish was fucking weird. Like, why are y'all hanging him, man? Like, that's
yeah,
controversial. That's a little too much.
yeah, no,
Nobody asked for this. It's bad.
yeah, yeah. Hey, I still watch this over Gonzalez.
Oh yeah, true, true, true.
Not much more, but besides the point. Yeah, no, that yeah, that's another stinker from the '90s.
We'll put that there.
Okay,
Next match,
WrestleMania 17.
Triple H. Also, can I just go ahead and say one thing, and I'm gonna ruffle a few feathers in the room
Oh,
and for
oh,
the
jeez,
viewers?
here we go.
I am not a fan of Undertaker's American Badass gimmick.
You, my friend, just started a lot of controversy in the comment section. I'm not gonna
I'm
sit here
not.
and lie.
He's the Undertaker. He's a dead man. He's not a biker.
I
Like
mean, I
dead
guess
ass. If you were
I.
gonna if you were gonna make him this American badass biker character, just call him. Just go back to fucking Mean Mark Calloway, American badass. Like
Oh God, not me, Mark Callis.
or
No.
or Big Red or Texas Red or whatever.
Oh,
What was it? Texas Red or Big Red?
I,
It's like
I
jobber name.
yeah, I think that yeah.
I think it was Big Red or whatever.
No,
When he his like first match against Bruiser Brody, where Bruiser Brody beat the shit out of him.
I know what match you're talking about. Yeah.
Bruiser
Um.
Brody stiffed him.
So now going on this match, right? It was supposed to be like a normal one-on-one encounter, but the fact that the ref literally got absolutely blindsided and laid still in the ring for 10 to 15 minutes. Like, my God, I get you're trying to prove a point here, but man. Overall, though, I will say that choke slam off the camera set up there,
Yes, yes.
easily one of the best moves he's put on Mania. Overall, the match was good. The crowd were really into it. The
It
build
had,
up to this was actually pretty fucking good too.
it had a good WrestleMania feel because WrestleMania 7 is one of the best WrestleManias ever.
Did you mean to say 7 or did you mean to say 17?
X7, 17, yes.
There you go. Um,
I meant to say
I
X7, but I forgot the X. But yeah, 17, one of the best WrestleManias ever.
I personally want to put this in great.
There's some, you know what? I'm cool with that. I'm okay with that because, like I said, there's so many cool fucking things going on for it. You know,
Mhm.
Triple H coming out to fucking Lemmy from Motorhead. Saw
Yeah.
that?
Mm-hmm.
The Motorhead and Lemmy doing his theme was better than Undertaker come out the fucking Limp Bizkit shit. I don't care for Limp Bizkit anyway. So
That's
like
fair.
like I said, WrestleMania 17, that atmosphere was great. The build up for this match was good. I don't care for the American Badass version of Undertaker, and I will actually tell you right here, you know what made this match great? Triple H. He did better. He was a better performer in the ring in this match than Taker was. He carried Taker. Triple H did.
Yeah, I'll agree to that.
So I put this in great. I'm with you.
All right, cool. Glad we're on the same page with that.
Right on. Next one. Ooh, Ric Flair versus Undertaker. This was which one was this one?
WrestleMania
18?
18.
This was 18, right?
18.
Yep.
Yep. No
Um
disqualification. And I actually have seen the build up to this.
oh
There's a YouTube.
wait. Before you say when you said 18, that I just remembered because that was Hogan versus Rock.
Yes, it was.
So it's like, were they also trying to go with this other icon versus icon thing?
They could have been. They could have been.
I will tell you. All right, unrelated, or it is related to this match, but like off subject of what we were going at.
Mm-hmm.
Um, to me, it's still American Badass Undertaker. Okay, whatever, but it had a good it had a good feel to it because, like I said, this was when they were in Toronto, so the crowd was really into it. Um, Rick did pretty good in this. Taker was kind of, I don't know, meddling in a weird way, I guess you could say. It,
Mm-hmm.
it's just that thing of awkward brawls and the occasional strikes and maybe a weapons spot there. There was one point in this match that made me fucking pop. Okay,
It was Arn and
dude,
it was Arn Anderson.
Arn coming in and hitting a fucking spine buster. I'm like, let's go, Double A. Because I mean, Arn Anderson has the best spine buster in the business, and the fact that I think Arn he retired because he had like some back injury or some arm injury or something.
Yeah.
But the fact that he was able to get in the ring and fucking spine buster Undertaker and Undertaker fucking sold that shit, I'm like, let's go.
Yeah. That was probably the only good point about the match. Aside from that, I kind of want to put this match into okay.
Yeah, I'm on the same page. It's okay. It's better than Snuka though, for sure.
Yeah, 100%.
Also, note the thumbnail. Rick is wearing red trunks. If y'all know, you know. If Rick wore red to the ring, he's gonna lose.
Oh yeah, 100%. But
No,
if he
no,
wore blue,
he said that. He's like, whenever I wore red to the ring, I was gonna lose.
oh
It's like
yeah,
it was like you know the outcome of the match before you even knew the match is gonna start.
oh yeah, 100%.
Oh God. Next one is this is WrestleMania 19. This is the two was a handicap. Big Show and A Train.
Yep.
Why did this need to happen?
I have no idea, nor do I really care to know why it took place. But for those of you that don't know, this was actually originally supposed to be a tag team match where the Undertaker's partner was Nathan Jones.
Oh, Nathan Jones.
Mm-hmm.
It was.
But
They
like
said
minutes,
he wasn't ring ready or some shit like that. He was like too green.
yeah, like that's why they pulled the match like minutes before, like pulled Nathan out of it like 5 minutes before the show started.
Dude, if I was Nathan, I would have been fucking pissed.
However, I will say he did have a spot in the match, like later on, like to help with the interference and everything. But that even that alone couldn't save this match. I'm willing to put it in bad,
Ooh, no,
but
I wouldn't go that far.
eh.
I wouldn't even no,
Well,
I would put this in okay because Undertaker, this I mean he was still in his prime. He put on a good performance by himself. Um,
oh yeah,
Big Show and I don't care for A Train. That's such a stupid fucking name, by the way.
yeah. Now I
Albert.
will say though,
Well, he was like what? Prince Albert, then A Train, then
and and then he left, and then he left.
no, and then he was Tensai or whatever the hell he was,
Yeah, but
and then the hip hop hippo with Brodus Clay. I'm like, come on, dude.
all right, we'll put this in okay,
I'll
but
put
it's
it
not
okay.
better than it's got to be the worst okay match though,
This
in
is what
my opinion. I feel
you put this in
it's
this
not.
right
It's
here.
not better than Flair. It's not better than Snuka. It's not better than Sid. Yeah, that's perfectly fine.
I'll let you do that one because
Okay,
it's one of those things. I can sit through it. I can still enjoy it, but it's the story build up to me was like, why?
right. That's more.
That's what makes me not interested in it. It was like there was like no story fucking build up.
Yeah, I agree with you on that one. WrestleMania 20, where it all started
And
again.
the return of the dead man.
Oh, dude,
All right,
one of the best entrances ever.
with all the druids. Now I'll say this. The story build up to this was great because if you remember, they were doing those like past pay per views and the past shows. Kane would be in the fucking ring, the lights would go out, the gong would happen, and Kane would be like, "No, no," because he buried Undertaker. Wait, hold on, he didn't bury. Well, he buried him, but it wasn't his match, was it?
No, Kane interfered in the Buried Alive match between Taker and McMahon at Survivor Series
That
'03.
that's right. It was.
That's
I forgot who Taker's opponent was, but like I remember Kane coming out the fucking bulldozer, hits Taker with the door, and he buries him, and I'm like, what? Kane buried Undertaker, and then they built that whole thing up. Oh, Taker's coming back as the dead man. You didn't kill your brother, Kane. He's still alive. He's the dead man. And then, like I said, the whole build up for the return of Undertaker at Mania was dude, everybody was into it. And then the Paul Bearer, yes, hits. Oh shit, Paul Bearer's here too. Let's go! Like, dude, like I said, the build up was good. The entrance, dude, these two were sloppy in the fucking ring. The build up was good.
yeah.
The build up was good, but the match, I was like, and not only that,
Why?
Undertaker's hat wasn't like his traditional. It almost looked like a cowboy hat. I was like,
Oh
what?
yeah.
I'll let it slide. It's Undertaker, but whatever. But
Um. Overall, I'm okay with putting it in good.
it was good just because, like I said, it's like, you know what? Y'all put on a shit performance in the ring. Y'all was sloppy as hell, but the build up was fun. I was into it. I'll put it in good, but it wasn't better
Better
than
than their first.
their first. But it was better than where would you put this at? Better
I
than
put
Diesel, better than Jake.
I'd put it better than Diesel, honestly.
You would? Okay, we'll put it there. Ooh!
Now, I love watching this match back. Mania 21 with Randy Orton.
Not only that, Randy Orton, dude, was on fire at this point.
Oh, yeah. And fun fact, he was the first person that Vince had hinted to end the streak.
Well, yeah, he was the legend killer.
Well, yeah. And now, here's what I'm thinking. All right. This is the first contender for Amazing, in my humble opinion. Whether you agree with me on that or not is completely up to you.
All right.
Now, like, Randy at the time, he was still up and coming. He was looking really good in the ring, coming off of a world title run, and booking him in a feud with Taker that lasted the rest of 2005. Like, come
Dude,
on. Like,
their feud was so good, dude. Like
oh, yeah.
that part where Undertaker, the casket came out, the lightning bolt hit it, it caught
Oh, my
fire,
God.
and then Taker came out. Dude, let's go.
Oh, yeah. I'm more than okay with putting this in Amazing.
Ooh, I'm cool with that. We'll put it in Amazing. Because I'll tell
Oh,
you
yeah.
what, this is the best version of Randy Orton because he had the Legend Killer thing going on for him, and it's like, oh, he's the Legend Killer, and dude, I love Legend Killer Randy Orton. He fucking
Oh, my God, yeah.
when he RKO like Mae Young and and Moolah, I'm like, damn,
Fabulous Moolah. Oh, my God.
Randy is savage. He don't give a fuck. But then he
Oh,
turned,
yeah.
but then like, and he was, it made him a good heel, and it's like,
Oh,
oh,
yeah.
now he's like, what perfect way for him to go after Taker streak. And that's another thing too. Prior, like I meant to talk about this before, but when you look at all these matches that are building up, it's like you want to have that feel of like, could this person really break the streak? And honestly,
Exactly.
up until this point, the only person that was like, yo, they legitimately could fucking and Undertaker streak was Randy. Cause it's like, dude, if there's anybody, it could be Randy because, like I said, he's an up and comer. This would be him.
Mhm.
Him beating Undertaker to break the streak would be like a massive rub, a massive push for Randy.
Oh, yeah.
And not only that, Randy, he sold the shit out of this match. He made Taker look like a fucking threat.
Mm-hmm.
The crowd was into it. You
Oh,
had
yeah.
his dad run in, the ref bump, the
Mm-hmm.
all the reversals from the finishers, and then not only that, the near fall from when he did hit an RKO.
Oh, dude, that choke slam into the RKO was fucking chef's kiss.
I know that's what I'm saying. This was peak Randy, dude. He carried Taker on this match, and
Oh, yeah, but that.
Taker did a good job too. The story build it was
Oh,
great.
yeah.
Everybody was into it, dude. Yeah, this was
Mm,
amazing. I'll go back and fucking watch this all day.
same here.
Another one I
And
will
then we
watch all
go.
day.
Oh, God.
Mark Henry
Taker versus.
casket match, and
Oh.
this was 22.
I think the most important question I have to ask is this match going to join the bad category? Like, oh, I don't know, man.
You know
Like, I
what?
mean, I get it.
Here's what I'm gonna say. This whole thing, the story buildup, didn't care.
Mm,
Taker did okay. Mark was fucking slow as shit.
well, he's big. Obviously, he's
Well,
not
yeah.
going to be the fastest guy.
I'm saying it's one of those slow, bumbling, not fast paced type matches. I get it.
Hmm.
It's a casket match, whatever. Um, the only thing I remember from this match was that fucking suicide dive that was risky as shit. Which is
Hmm.
mm,
That
not
that was the only good part about that match.
not and that wasn't the only risky suicide dive we'll talk about.
We've got more of those to come later on in this video.
Dude, I kind of want to put this in bad.
You know what? I'll agree to it. But the
but
question is,
it's
do we think it's better than Boss
it's
Man?
it it is better than Boss Man, and it's better than Bundy.
Yeah, I guess this is the best bad match that we could possibly throw in for the time being.
Yeah, I'll throw it in there.
Ooh, I
Ooh,
loved watching this match. Mania 23 versus Batista for the World Heavyweight title.
and this is when Undertaker didn't he win the Rumble that year?
Yes, he did. He
Okay,
came in at number 30, won the Rumble, and then chose Batista, I think, like the next night on Raw or something to solidify that match.
you know what though? This match, I'll say this one. I'll go ahead and tell you, it's very mid, but it's a good mid.
Yeah. I mean, personally, if this was my tier list, this is automatically in great because it's one of the better performances that both men have put on at Mania. You know, the crowd was into it. Batista looked like he actually was going to dominate this match and maybe end the streak as well.
Mm.
But I can understand why you think it's good. Just good.
Yeah, I was gonna put it in the top good, but
Yeah.
it could possibly fall into a low grade.
Yeah. I mean, either way, I'm not upset with what decision you end up making, but this match doesn't get enough love, in my opinion.
I'll put it in the. I'll put it in the. We'll put it in the great. We got enough in the good. But
Yeah.
is it better than the WrestleMania 17 match with Triple H?
I don't think so.
Okay, we'll leave it there. Now, next up,
Ooh.
WrestleMania 24 versus Edge. Now, I will this is where I'm at. Dude,
Mm,
you know, I've grown up watching Undertaker and I will do the best run Undertaker ever had was in that mid 2000s when he was world heavyweight champ.
hmm
And I mean, this was like Dead Man Return. Like, dude, this is him at his best. You know what I'm saying? Because
Oh, yeah.
he's got the experience, but he's still running. You know what I'm saying? He's not slowing down, but yet. But like I said, he's still going. He's still going.
hmm
And not only that, you put him against somebody like Edge, somebody who has that experience and can carry Taker through the match. And um, I have one gripe with this, but it doesn't take away from it. The run in with was it Hawkins and Ryder?
Yeah, the Edgeheads.
Yeah, that one I'm like, whatever, didn't need to happen, but I can get past that gripe. Um,
Now, I agree with all of that, but I'm going to add another thing that is probably the most memed part of this match. Earlier on, there was a ref bump, and when Taker hit that tombstone on Edge, Charles Robinson
long,
literally sprinted
little
down
Nate's
the.
is long run down the ramp.
Oh, that is the best part of the match, in my opinion. But no, not taking anything
And
else
Edge
away
kicked
from it.
out of the tombstone, dude.
Yeah, and this is actually also the first Mania match where it didn't end with the tombstone or the last ride. It ended with the Hell's Gate submission.
Yep, yep.
So, with that being said, I'm not opposed to also throwing this one into great.
I was thinking this was amazing. This is because it is one of my top five favorite Undertaker matches.
Fuck it, we'll throw it into amazing. But
Because I'm gonna
now,
tell you,
do we think,
this is the best years of Undertaker. Um, you know, the storytelling of Undertaker's matches were taken to a new level. Um, other than that, the streak had been kind of the same thing apart from with Randy Orton. Um, I what I liked about it was Edge's tactics, repeated
mm-hmm.
reversals, and the hint of changing that guard that his streak was no longer.
Oh yeah,
Edge was fantastic in this match. Undertaker, this was also Undertaker at his best, and like I said, I the like literally one of the greatest near falls, like you said. Charles Robinson, fucking that long ass fucking run, slides in, 1, 2, nope, edge kicked out. It's
Yeah,
amazing.
no,
This
this
is a,
definitely, this,
it's
yeah, it
it's
deserves amazing.
it's better than Randy Orton's match, dude.
Ooh, all right, I can see that.
I'm
Uh,
putting it there.
and here we go.
All right.
It instantly changed.
All right, let's just
I'm
hold
joking.
on. Let's go ahead. Let's put it in greatest of all time. Undertaker versus HBK at WrestleMania 25, and we'll talk about why it's the greatest of all time. Not just of WrestleMania matches with Taker, just at all time in WWE. This is one of the greatest matches of all time.
Mm-hmm.
When you compare it to other promotions, whether it's New Japan, um,
Impact.
Impact, TNA, you go back to, all eras of WWE, you go to WCW, ECW, hell, even AEW. And if you want to go down the ladder, when you go talk about Jim Crockett promotion matches or, anything with the NWA back in the day,
Mm-hmm.
when you categorize all of it and the history of wrestling, this is considered one of the greatest matches of all time. Dude, you could show this match to somebody who's not a wrestling fan and it will turn them into a wrestling fan.
Exactly.
Not only that, the rarity of how good this match was in such a shitty era of WWE.
It
That
literally saved 2009.
dude, that like I fucking hated the PG era of WWE, but holy shit, this match, the storytelling, the feel, oh my god, dude.
Not to mention one of the riskiest spots in WrestleMania history,
Oh
where
yeah.
Taker over the top rope clothesline to a cameraman. My God,
Well,
what was he doing?
so hold on. If you don't know, it was all right. So if you remember, it was a suicide dive. Now the
Mm-hmm.
guy behind the camera was actually Domino from that tag team Deuce and Domino.
Yep. Yep.
He fucked up. He was not in the right spot. And
Yeah.
if you go back to look, Sean tried to fucking grab him and get him into the right spot.
Oh yeah. No, I know.
But he
I
fucked.
actually watched that back a little while ago.
Sean tried to get him in the right spot, and I think that was what threw him off because he was too far back. And if you go back and watch, Sean was actually trying to obviously do the thing where it's like, oh, instead of hitting me, you're going to hit this guy. But the thing is, he was supposed to catch Undertaker. But the problem was he was too far back, and Undertaker literally
Mm-hmm.
landed on his fucking head. Um,
Yeah.
but the fact that didn't take away from the match.
No, absolutely
Because
not.
you had that feel like, dude, Sean can fucking break the streak here. And not only that,
Mm-hmm.
the finisher kickouts, all the fake outs, dude.
Dude, that tombstone where Sean just barely kicked out, that
Look,
face that Undertaker made
hold
afterwards.
on. Oh, that's classic. But like, not only HBK kicking out of that, but the choke slam, the last ride.
All those sweet chin musics, my God.
And then let's go ahead and talk about this because this also set up another greatest of all time match. Street
In
versus
the next
career.
one.
That was also great, dude.
Oh my God, yes.
And not only
And the
that,
fact that,
they were able to build up another storyline from it, from 25 into 26.
oh yeah, absolutely.
Higher spots, bigger stakes. Uh, it had that feel. It's like, oh my god, is Sean really gonna break the streak? Oh no, is he really gonna retire? Because the thing
Right,
was, if Undertaker lost, he wasn't retiring. It was if Sean
but
loses, he retires.
right. It's just the streak would lose a lot of value.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I would say that Streak versus Career is another one of those greatest of all time matches.
It was.
Now,
But it's not
another one.
but it's not better than the 25.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I agree with you on that.
Now,
Mania 27. Taker versus Triple H 2.
oh yeah, this was their I forgot. Yeah, cuz they wrestled damn, Taker and Trips wrestled each other 3 times, man.
Mm-hmm. Now,
Um
no stress.
Wait, what?
The storyline build up to this, oh my. It was up there. Crowd was into the match.
I will
Triple
say
H stealing the tombstone. Whew.
this had an awesome WrestleMania feel to it, dude. Like,
Absolutely. For one of the worst WrestleManias of all time, this was one of the matches that actually saved that pay per view.
yeah. And I think that's what a lot of people remember this pay per view from.
Yep.
I don't remember a lot of matches from this pay per view.
Miz concussion at the main event. Rock stepped in and cost John Cena the title.
Yeah, that's why I don't remember much about it. Not only that, just PG era. That's also a time when I really wasn't into WWE as much.
Right.
But I do remember this one. Let's see. I remember like the first parts of the match. It was kind of like that. Do a spot,
Mm-hmm.
go back and forth a little
That's
bit, finisher, go back and forth a little bit, do another spot.
that, that spine buster through the announce table. Oh my god.
I was gonna say I think things started really picking up when Triple H kicked out the Tombstone.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'm
Wait,
not
what? Hold
opposed.
on. Didn't Triple H tap out to the Hell's Gate in this one?
Yes, he did.
But wasn't he
Yes, he
trying?
did.
He was trying to. What? Oh, I think what the tension was for that finish was he was trying to reach for the sledgehammer and he ended up passing out.
Mm-hmm.
That's right.
Yep.
Here's where I'm at with ranking. I will put this in great, and I will
It's
say
okay.
this: it's better than um
Their first encounter.
their first match, right?
Mm-hmm. But when you have a storyline to build up from one WrestleMania to another,
You have an end of an era.
and it is one of the greatest WrestleMania matches that Undertaker and Triple H have ever put on, this belongs in GOAT.
Really, I was actually going to put this in amazing, in the top of
Can,
amazing.
let me explain to you why I feel like it belongs in the greatest of all time. At one point, you had Shawn a part of the storyline, the
Well,
build-up.
yeah,
That's why
he was a
he's billed.
special guest referee.
Not to mention, in the match, Shawn tried to help Triple H screw Undertaker out of the match.
Well, I know he sweet
Because
chin
then,
music him, and then Trips hit the fucking pedigree, and everybody thought that was it. But no, Taker kicked out.
not to mention, this was another alteration of the Undertaker's look. Because he started cutting off more and more of his hair as the storyline progressed. And
Right.
he said he wouldn't cut his hair, like he would keep cutting his hair until that match was booked.
Hmm.
So it really added a lot of emotion into the storyline leading into the match. So at this rate, I'm okay with putting it in the top tier of amazing, but it
Here's
also speaks greatest of all time.
here's why I wouldn't put it in greatest of all time.
Let me hear it.
The match is a little ridiculous. Undertaker kicking out of what 15 something chair shots, 2 sledgehammer hits to the
Oh,
head, and a ludicrous amount of finishers.
yeah.
Nah, I can't put it in greatest of all time. It was just so much going. And not only that, the fact that all 3 of them walked up to the stage, I'm like,
Yeah.
Kind of breaking kayfabe a little bit, but we'll let you have it.
Shout out to 1996 real quick.
I mean, that was a nice touch at the end, but I mean, it kind of does. I don't know.
Yeah.
Take away
You
from
know
the
what? Now,
match.
yeah, and now that I'm sitting here and thinking about it, I think Amazing is a fine spot for this match.
But I will tell you what, we will put it in the top part of Amazing.
That's fine with me.
Like I said, I was still into it. There's some things in there. I have minor gripes, but I'm not going to hold that against it
Yeah.
too much. I'm like, really? Yeah. How many chair
Oh
shots did
boy.
he kick out of? Okay. Okay.
Right.
So
Oh
Undertaker
boy.
versus CM
Mania
Punk.
29.
This was Taker's
Mania
entrance with
29.
the hands and the fog, wasn't it?
Yes, it was.
That's a cool ass entrance, though. That's probably one of my favorite. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that is one of my favorite Taker entrances.
Yep.
Well, when it comes to WrestleMania entrances, that is.
Yeah. Now, I do want to say, at this rate, this was obviously after Punk dropped the WWE title to The Rock. He went straight into this with Taker. The fact that they were able to incorporate Paul Bearer's legacy in a way into the storyline,
The
low
urn.
key had me excited.
Well,
And
yeah.
this was like right after Paul Bearer passed and after he was inducted into the Hall of Fame too.
Oh yeah. Now here's
Yeah.
another thing. Do you think? I don't. Here's my. This is another thing I look at this match. Well, going into it, I'm like, there's no way Punk's gonna beat the streak. Yeah, like there was no way. I wasn't buying into it.
Yeah. But you can't lie. Punk gave Taker a run for his money.
He did. He did. They both carried each other good. It was good in the match. I mean, like I said, I feel like this is a great match. And
Mm-hmm.
I'll be honest with you all. I know there are plenty of people out there who absolutely love CM Punk. Like think he's like the greatest. I am not one of those guys. I think Punk.
He's up there for me, but I don't think he's the GOAT.
I think Punk is, as a person. I think he's a bit of a jerk. I've heard I've heard a lot of negative things about Phil. Um, I've actually had a encounter with Phil as CM Punk back when he was in WWE. I met him in person. Um, there was a time where I live at, they were doing a overall show, and I was doing part time work for the venue, and I got called. I don't think I told you this, and I got called to work the in and the out. So the in is where you come in first thing like in the day, you help set up the stuff for the show, and then you go home, and then they call you back later um, to do the out. So you check in backstage, and once the crowd leaves, you break everything down and help pack up the trailers, and that's how that is.
Mm-hmm.
Um, During the day, they tell you, they say, they'll fly the WWE roadies. They'll fucking tell you, you're here to work. You're not here to talk to the talent or the superstars. Don't talk to them unless they talk to you. Don't ask for a picture. Don't ask for an autograph. If you do, you'll go home without pay. Like
Wow.
yeah, they don't pull no BS. And I was outside having a break, and I was and CM Punk walked by, and he gave us this fucking stink eye fucking look at us, and we're just like, what the fuck, dude? And and then I'm like, it was almost like he was trying to instigate some shit. Like we're having a break,
Knowing
huh?
knowing him, I wouldn't be surprised.
Like it was like he was trying to instigate some shit. And he had like this stink
Right.
fucking look, and I heard him mumble something. I heard like something fuckers, and I'm like, what? I'm like, dude, we're over. It was me and some other guys. We were like taking a fucking break. We were like outside drinking some water, like under a shade, like not like by the entrance or something. He's fucking standing there, and it was all fuckers, and I'm like, what? Like, did he just like call some motherfuckers? Like, what? So I mean, that was
That
that was my personal experience with fucking CM Punk. So, you know what? Honestly, it could be the one of the guys I was talking to was smoking a cigarette, and I know fucking CM Punk has this straight edge thing, and he probably didn't like the fact the guy was smoking by the fucking doorway. But honestly, the guy was like 20 feet away from the fucking doorway, so it's not like Phil walked into some cigarette smoke. So,
right.
fuck you, Punk. You're an asshole. But as a person, but as a wrestler, you're all right. You know what? Put this in the grate.
Oh yeah, I'm all right with that.
But I
It,
would
it's not
say
better than it's not better than the Mania 27. I'm gonna put that like right in the middle there.
right here. Yeah, we'll put it there.
Hmm. Yeah.
Oh boy,
Um,
WrestleMania 30, boy. Brock Lesnar.
I I legit cried after this match happened. I was in tears.
I didn't cry. I was Paul Heyman.
No, I was a mixture of Paul Heyman and some of the audience members just bawling their fucking eyes out.
Here's my gripe about
Uh,
this match. Here's my gripe about this match.
okay.
I can see why people didn't like the fact that Taker lost ended the streak to Brock. Um, I could see why and why not. Um, I know Undertaker. He always wanted to give the streak up, but here's the thing: if he was gonna
Brock
do
didn't
it,
need it.
exactly, Brock didn't fucking need it. You know, it would have been like maybe
It, it,
Edge.
it's it's yeah.
You know what? And you always want to see it to like the up and comers, the face, like the new face of the company. I will take. We'll get into it later though. But dude, had Roman Reigns been the one to end the streak, I would have been fucking livid at the time. Roman right now
Hmm.
is doing his best work,
Yep.
but we're talking about at the time.
Yeah, and at the time, Brock did not need it.
No, he didn't. Um, maybe somebody like Wyatt. I don't know,
Mm,
man.
yeah. Now, I'm going to go off on a limb here. I want to put this match in okay, just because of the primary fact Brock had to carry that match.
Dude, I know. Well, Taker was concussed.
Yep. There was a bit of a botch that happened, and this was
Did,
early on in the match too.
well, I'll say this.
So
I'm not gonna put it in okay. I'm gonna put it in good because
okay.
of. I'm only gonna put it in good because one, the story build up for this was great.
Hmm.
It had a big like atmospheric like vibe. Like, oh man, like maybe Brock's gonna end the streak because I mean Brock at this point was unfucking stoppable.
Hmm.
But what takes me away from it is, like you said, Taker. He had to be carried, dude. And I'm not gonna hold that against him. So I don't want to put it in the okay. I want to put it in good. Um, I will say that this is
Right in the middle of good, smack dab in the middle.
right here.
Hmm.
Okay, I'm cool with that. Um,
And now every match afterward is going to be largely affected.
oh gosh, because of the streak ending.
Uh huh.
Well, yeah, we have WrestleMania 31, Bray Wyatt. Um,
If anybody should have destroyed the streak, it would have only been fitting to have it be Wyatt, in my personal, honest, humble opinion. Because you got to think of it this way: two guys that are known for being in the dark, right? Obviously, you have Taker and his spooky shit. You have Wyatt and his spooky shit. And at
dude,
the time,
if I remember, I was like wanting so bad to see Taker versus Sting.
yeah, Unfortunately, what we got was an NWO D-Generation X slobber fuck that.
Don't don't even get me fucking started on that. I'll say this real quick. Sting should have fucking won. Triple H had no fucking business winning. This was Sting's like what first fucking ever like WrestleMania match, and he had never been in WWE before, and they fucking buried him. I'm like, dude, you bought the fucking company. You don't have to bury a legend that is Sting.
Yeah.
They did him dirty, and I fucking hate it, and I don't want to talk about it no more.
No, but no, like if anyone should have snapped the streak, it should have been Wyatt.
Why?
If you want me to be completely honest.
See, that's one of those things that they had done it, I would have expected it because I'm like, okay, Wyatt's kind of, doing his best work here. Everybody's into him. Everyone's sold on him. He's over. What better way to put Wyatt really over than have him break the streak at WrestleMania against Undertaker? But I feel
Absolutely.
but here's the problem. Streak's already been broken.
Right. But had the streak not been broken prior to Mania 31, that would have been the perfect time to do it.
This is the thing. The fact that this is post streak, it almost makes me not really that invested into the match because it's like, well, the streak's over with, so who cares whoever wins or who loses? But a little bit of me was like, but does Taker put Wyatt over? And now he's all like on a lose streak or something? Didn't happen, but still, there was some good spots in it. Bray going for the Sister Abigail and then getting reversed into a fucking choke slam. That was cool. If you see in the thumbnail, right. Bray doing the fucking spider walk and then Taker fucking sitting up. The finish was, everybody was in, like, people were into it. The finish was okay, just simple tombstone, pin Bray, 1, 2, 3. And the thing is, it didn't hurt Wyatt's, run.
It really didn't.
It didn't. I mean, it helped still put him over, but it was like, yeah, Undertaker still got it, whatever. I can watch it. I can enjoy it. It's good. It's a good match.
Yeah, I'll agree to that. Personally, in the good category, I'd put it in between both Kane matches.
I'm cool with that. We can do that.
All right. Perfect.
Undertaker versus Shane, dude. Oh, you know what? Shane, interesting that they decided to have a match, but dude, Shane can fucking go, dude.
Oh, oh Jesus, not this fucking match.
This was the one where Vince was like, if you can beat Undertaker, you can run Raw.
But at the end of the day, it really didn't fucking matter.
No, because Shane was like, well, if you remember the Raw after, Vince was like, let's see what the hell you got. Come on with it. Let's go.
Yeah, that's why I said it doesn't matter at the end of the fucking day.
But guess what? This was fucking fun to watch.
It was. Like, don't get me wrong. Two of the best moments in this match, in my personal opinion. Number one, Shane coming out.
Elbow drop off the hell, dude.
Yeah, that's the other one. But that's one of them. But the other one, Shane coming out to his theme with his sons. Like, who gets to say that they came out to the WrestleMania stage with their children? Like, who genuinely gets to say that?
This was just for fun, dude. That's all it was. Taker had a cool entrance. The lighting, the fog stuff. Shane came out with his kids. And you know what? It played out like it should have. This wasn't like some 30 fucking minute, classic, instant classic. It was just fun spot after fun spot.
And fucking Cole's commentary after the cell drop, dude. My God. Cole wanted to do that one on purpose. I have a feeling.
Dude, he read it off a cue card.
Yeah.
You know what? Well, this is good. It's a good match. It's the top good for me.
All right. I won't despise that from you. Oh, Jesus Christ! Not this goddamn match.
Roman Reigns It's my yard now. You know what? At this point, it's like, oh, Undertaker, his streak's already ended. You know what?
Dude,
Just have him lose just have him lose the Roman. Try to put the kid
dude,
over.
Taker looked so bad in that match, dude. My God.
Well, yeah, dude, he's getting old, man.
Yeah. Like, that is the weakest I've ever seen Taker look at Mania.
Mm. Also, it's like there's no need to put Roman over when Roman is being force fed down everybody's fucking throat by Vince.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody wanted Roman to win, dude. They booed the shit out of him.
That's one of the reasons why I want to put this into okay. Attempted to put it in bad.
Dude, the story for this was stupid. No, I'm the
Completely
big.
stupid. I agree with you.
No, I'm the big dog. This is my yard. As John Cena would say, it's a promo. You're gonna learn how to cut one. Um,
Speaking of John Cena, we'll be getting to him shortly.
dude, this
It's
there. I'm gonna tell you what. There's only one redeeming thing about this fucking match, and that was Undertaker leaving his fucking ring gear, the hat, the coat, and the hat in the ring.
that spot right there also made me cry my eyes out. I'm not gonna lie.
I'm gonna put this in okay, but it's the bottom of okay.
I can agree to this.
And it's just the fact that Roman didn't need to fucking win. Nobody wanted him to
Yeah.
fucking win. But I get it. Undertaker gave him the rub to put him over,
Yep.
which, like I said, Roman was already being force fed down everybody's fucking throat at this point. And also, fun fact, this whole Roman is my yard now. That whole run when he just, it was
It was
he was wearing the Shield gear when the Shield won around. I'm like, okay, dude, and he was still coming out to the Shield gear.
dun, dun, dun,
Roman
a bad
Reigns, the guy
apple.
with the biggest pecs, Roman Reigns. Um, but
Oh,
I
steering
remember
forward from that.
what I was gonna say was when he was during that push. I was at a Raw and I had a sign that said Roman wins LOL.
I think I do remember seeing that sign somewhere.
I might have sent it to you when I was like, oh yeah, here's this because I remember I went back on like YouTube and I found the video of it. I'll actually post the link to that YouTube in the description and I will timestamp it. I was wearing an Eddie Guerrero tribute shirt, the OG tribute shirt, the red one, and I was
Mm-hmm.
holding this sign that says Roman wins LOL black poster with white letters. and Roman was cutting this promo in the ring and it's literally next to his head.
Oh God.
I will go find it and post it in the description with the timestamp.
Oh,
Um,
now speaking of Mr. Invisible,
John Cena.
yes, I
Um,
have one of the biggest facts about this match, but I'll let you introduce it real quick.
would you even call it a match?
It Here's the thing. Yes, it was a squash match.
Well, yeah,
However,
because John Cena
we
was calling out the Undertaker on a weekly base. On a what? How long did it? Like weeks, a month, or two, for only
I think
for Undertaker to not even respond. No bell, no lights out.
no, like he did this after he lost his last world title opportunity before that Mania. That it was the night after the Elimination Chamber in Fastlane where that's when he really started calling out Taker. Now, I
Ah,
do I do want to give some insight. This match was supposed to be a 45-minute match. That was what
no,
was rumored backstage. Yes.
no! I do not want to
No.
watch these two go for 45 minutes. Undertaker would die in the ring.
He legit would. No, in my personal opinion, no disrespect to these two legends of
No, 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 no,
WWE,
no, no, no.
this has to go in bad.
I can't. I can't put it in bad. I will tell you what. We'll put it in okay because guess what? It didn't run for longer than it needed. It was
5 minute squash.
it was dude. It was funny because like Taker and Cena never had a match at Mania. It's like, oh, here's their chance to do it. They're old. Okay, just have Taker squash John. Because it's like,
And then,
you think about it, it's, after the last year when it happened with Undertaker losing to Roman, John was probably like, hey, I'll let you win one dead man. I'll put you over.
no,
John,
this,
guess where I'm
what
going to
this
put
match is
this?
remembered behind Roman.
No, right here. We'll put it in okay because it was funny because like remember the John like it, dude, memes. This thing is memes. John Cena in the crowd, he has that shock look on his face when they're like
Hmm.
when they told him Undertaker's here, he's here, and then John had that face like, wait, what? That face is a meme. And then the other one where John Cena was the tombstone pin, looked like he had a boner. Dude,
It was just like, boing.
I understand it's his jean zipper. He can't help it, but it looked funny. This shit is fucking memes, dude. Not only that, his face was an Undertaker's crotch from the tombstone pin, and it looked like he had a boner. Like, dude, this whole match is just a memes.
Yep.
But I'm putting it okay. I'd rather watch it over the Roman match.
And here we go, his final Mania match ever.
The Boneyard match. Also,
Main,
memes, dude. The fucking AJ Styles with the grin and Undertaker behind him, like the fuck you are. It's memes, dude. I love it. And you know what? This is a fun match. I mean, yeah, you gotta
it
think
is.
they had to work with it during the COVID pandemic, so it's like, oh, let's have some fun. Let's do a
A
boneyard
cinematic
match.
style match.
Yeah, and they were like boneyard match. What? Um, it's silly, but it's fun, dude. I like this, like the silly shit of this, and
Oh, yeah.
obviously it's one of those. Oh, do you know AJ's gonna let Taker win one? Like he is. Like there's no need to put
Hmm.
AJ over. He's already over.
Yeah.
Um, there's so much.
In regards to ranking,
But I was gonna say there's so much stuff in this that's it's fun. Like um the hearse pulling in, they pull the casket out, and then we
oh,
don't
they
want
don't want
none.
none.
We
They
don't
don't want.
want none. AJ's like ha 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 ha. Comes out laughing like, yeah, dude, that's fun. He's having fun. I'm
Yeah.
having fun.
Yeah, no, I feel like this is a good match to end off with. I think it belongs in the good category.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Dude, could you imagine had this match taken place maybe 10, 15 years prior?
Oh.
You know what I like about this match though? They were able to make the most out of a bad situation because of the pandemic
Hmm.
stuff.
Hmm.
They just shot it in the middle of nowhere, gave it that cinematic feel. The ad,
Hmm.
there was like the background music. Um, they let him come back for the American Badass for once. Uh,
But they also spoofed some dead man stuff in between.
they did, and that's why I'm saying it was like a callback for the fans. They had fun with it. I liked it. Um, and now this is where we're going to talk about. And where did you say you were going to put this at?
I was gonna say good.
Okay, here's where I'm at. This is
Okay,
good. It's better than the Shane match, in my opinion.
I have no arguments with that.
AJ carried this the whole way, and that's what I'm saying. You were on the element of the Shane and Taker match. It was for fun, they wanted to go out there and do some fun shit, and AJ was like,
Oh yeah.
hey Taker, you want to do some fun shit? Let's have a boneyard match in the fucking middle of nowhere during this pandemic. Make the most out of that situation. Go have some fun. Go have some laughs. And not only that, we get an awesome fucking meme out of it too. Like I said,
Yep.
the AJ
Yeah.
smiled and Taker behind him, like, what?
What?
Well, he's like, the fuck you say, boy?
The fuck is that shit?
So yeah,
But yeah, there it is.
so we got both HBKs and greatest of all time. Triple H, end of an era. Then Edge, Randy Orton. Then Triple H, well, that one's 2, their second match. CM Punk,
Mhm.
Triple H, the first match. Then Batista, AJ, Shane, Kane, first match with Kane, Bray, second match with Kane, Brock Lesnar, Diesel, Jake the Snake, Ric Flair, Snuka, Psycho Sid, Big Show A-Train, John Cena, Roman Reigns, Mark Henry, King Kong Bundy, Big Boss Man, and Giant Gonzalez. Dude, I'm in agreement with this. I wouldn't change anything.
You know what? Honestly, I'm not going to sit here and change anything. I think this is where the staple should lie. That is a pretty solid tier list.
And if you think about it, let's count. See how we have good? We have like 8. So like the 4 worst are these, and then you're
And
following
they're
up
not even
with
that bad of matches.
no, and you have it followed up with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10, and then he has
He
dude
has 9 matches that are
nine
either
above.
great or above.
Yeah, that's almost split, dude.
Oh yeah.
Like if you were to take Giant Gonzalez out and pretend it never happened, it would be perfectly balanced and where we
Oh
rank
yeah.
stuff at.
Oh yeah. 100%.
I'm cool with it, dude.
You know what? I'm satisfied with this tier list.
If you all have any changes, let us know in the comments. And also, don't forget to like and share this video. And I will post Matt's YouTube channel in the description link below. Go drop that man a follow. Go sub to the channel. It's free. And we both stream on Twitch. I'll put his Twitch link in the bio as well. And also, we both host eFed wrestling shows on Twitch as well. Matt, go ahead and let the viewers know what you do.
So what I do is kind of something similar to what Mr. Captain Horror here does. But I run a little rinky-dink promotion called Dabber's Corner Wrestling. I like to call it DC Dub, DC Dub, DC Dub. It is my first time ever running an E-Fed like this, and I'm having a blast with it. I don't have commentating on in the game. I do all the commentating, and let's just say that my commentating is good enough for WWE skills. So WWE, if you watch this, hey, give your boy a shout once in a while, will you?
Yeah, so we
But
he runs the DCW. I run a DWF show that's ran by my friend Beyond Dre. I host a DWF on a show on Wednesday, which is the house show, and then I do another show on Saturday, and it's like we have characters, both his EFED and on my show, characters that represent community members and other streamers, and it's just AI versus computer versus computer sim. You know what I'm saying? And we just do it's live. We do the
you do
commentary
commentary
over it.
over it.
Yeah, we just do commentary over it. We have a good time with it. So if that's something that y'all are interested in, hop on over to our Twitch channels, come check it out, and hopefully you get a spot on the roster, my roster, his roster. Until
And
then, yeah, go
before
ahead.
we end things off, though, don't forget to subscribe to this man. He's an absolute legend.
Thank you, I appreciate it. So yeah,
Yes, sir.
and if y'all are not already, please sub to the channel, and don't forget to like this video and share with your friends. I hope you all enjoyed, and remember, these are our opinions. We are entitled to our own, even if you don't agree with them.
Absolutely. And if you don't agree with our opinions, you're a snowflake.
Oh my God! All right. No, if you don't agree with our opinions, that's okay. I want to see yours too. Even if I don't think the American Badass is that great of a character, that's my opinion. You don't have to don't have to like it. There are some people that may agree, some that disagree. Hell, you might even think HBK WrestleMania 25 is dog shit. That's okay. I don't care.
Yeah. Yeah, but we all know at the end of the day that opinion really doesn't matter.
Because that is the greatest match of all time.
Absolutely.
And if you don't agree, you're wrong. You need to rethink. You need to rethink how the elements in wrestling.
But no, if there are any other suggestions for tier lists that you guys do have, let us know down in the comments. We'll run them through, and maybe your suggestion might pop in the next video.
Yep. Until then, we will catch you on the next one. Peace.